Hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you.
Was this the Truman Show?
Yeah.
Alright. So, obviously, we're not at home.
Yes.
Thankfully. We got out of the house for once. We gotta do some adulting.
Mm-hmm.
So, we thought we'd take this time to talk about something that everybody talks about
And it's
money. The bills.
the bills.
Now, I keep hearing everybody say, oh, you can't live in the city if you don't have a lot of money. Or you can only get cheap rent if you go way out in the province.
Mm-hmm. But
I can tell you, there are hundreds of nice townhomes or houses, tiny homes, whatever you want to call it, like ours, for rent
tiny home.
or purchase or rent to purchase.
I love tiny home.
And honestly, guys, they're all furnished or unfurnished around $100. Seriously. The rent on almost every single one of them, I've got some I'll try to add in here if I can. But I see them constantly for rent, on Facebook, everything else, and it is real. We've got some in our own neighborhood that they're renting for $100. Our mortgage is under $100 every month. So that's one of the ways our bill stays down. Because, when Kuting was working, she got a really good deal on her house through the government because they help people buy homes here.
Pag-ibig.
Yeah, pag-ibig.
Housing.
If you have a real job, then they help you get like a government loan.
Yeah.
So that you can buy a house and have a place to live.
Yeah.
So she bought one with the developer we had out where she was. Of course, she wasn't living in it. Most people don't until they're about ready to retire. They finish working in the city and then go out to that house. That's what happens with a lot of people. But she came in, she bought the house, COVID started, she moved in, we moved in after that, and we've been there ever since, fixing it up, getting it better. Now, some of them don't have a real kitchen, you have a dirty kitchen.
Open kitchen.
Some of them, the whole house is open floor plan.
Yeah.
There's no walls, no nothing, just a door on the bathroom. There are others that are already finished, and both of them rent for around $100.
Yeah.
You can get one that's completely undone, and somebody will sell it to you even.
Yeah.
Or you can rent one that has furniture in it still, sheets, blankets, everything you need. You just move in with your own clothing. They'd probably give you some of that if you wanted. So, that's one of our major bills. Kinda. That's anybody's major bill.
Yeah.
The other thing we have is internet. And we have PLDT, unlimited internet.
Okay. Which is
It's,
1,700.
yeah, we pay $1,700 a month, which is almost $40. I guess it's probably more like 35 in today's ratios, but nevertheless, PLDT is pretty decent. It's better than some of the others out there.
So far, it's a number one,
Ours doesn't drop too much.
Yeah.
We do need a better router because of the solid concrete floors and everything. But that's different. Otherwise, it's pretty good internet. It doesn't drop a lot where we live. And for people who still want to live in like a suburb area, Cavite is awesome. I'm telling you.
We're living in Cavite?
Yes, people already know we're in Cavite. Tanga. But it's a nice suburb type place. It's not too much into the city where it's not really annoying. It's not way out in the country where you can't get anything.
Yeah.
We still get delivery food, as you've seen, all the time.
And we're near malls.
Yeah, we get our Amazon packages. We get, Shopee, Lazada, all kinds of things.
Name it.
Well, can't really name it because there's a lot of things we still don't get.
Yeah. Like your favorite
Yeah,
food
some of my favorite foods. But that's just anywhere in life. It just depends where you live. Even in America, you might be across the tracks from a restaurant you want to be and they don't deliver to you. So, our other major bill,
is
electric.
Meralco.
Yes.
The Meralco.
Which we don't have many brownouts.
Yeah.
But I can tell we have power surges.
Okay.
And not everybody notices it, but it does harm some electronics.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we put a lot of surge protectors on everything we have. Because before we put the surge protectors, we had gone through quite a few fans
Yeah.
because they
All
seem
of-
to get it the most.
Most of our old fan.
Even our friends, you know,
Mm-hmm.
some people, you know, their house have caught on fire
Yeah.
because, as you've seen in previous video, the outlets are terrible.
Mm.
And when you get a fluctuation of power come through, something can't handle it,
So scary.
up it goes.
Especially when I'm alone, when you were not around there.
Now,
So scary.
our bill before the aircon was about
2,000.
2,500 pesos.
Yeah.
So $40-$50. With the aircon on 24 hours,
Yeah.
and this is a non-inverter, it was about 8,000 pesos a month
The first month.
for 24 hours running.
Yes.
Did not shut off.
Mm-hmm.
Now we run it about 8 to 12 hours,
Mm-hmm.
only at nighttime when I'm in bed sleeping, so I'm comfortable. It's
Good.
wonderful. And our bill's about 5,500, $6,000.
Yeah. 6,000.
So at the most, that's 120 bucks. I
And-
want many of you to tell me how many you had a $120 electric bill in America in the last 5 years.
And we use a lot of like induction.
Yeah, all of our stuff's mostly electric. We don't do gas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've got inductions, we've got the Ninja, we've got the TV, we've got the PlayStation, we got our phones, the tablets. We use a pretty decent amount of electricity,
So it's not bad.
but it's still, the bill isn't bad at all. Even if you ran aircon 24 hours, it's still about 8,000 pesos. It's 160 bucks.
Alright.
So,
Next, the food.
food, yeah. We eat, and we eat well. We get the things we like, and we don't cheap on some of it.
Yeah.
So our food runs
Yeah.
about 10,000 pesos.
So including the groceries.
Yeah. And about 2,500 of that is my soda. I get my Coke. I get about 48, 1.5 liters every month.
Mm-hmm.
So judge me if you want.
Mm-hmm.
It is sugar free though.
Okay. Next, your medicine.
And well, I'm just saying with the food, we get meats, we get snacks, we get treats.
Yeah.
You know, we definitely eat well.
Mhm.
And we've always got extra, and we even send some over to friends.
Okay.
Now, one thing that people don't often have, but some foreigners might, is medical stuff. I don't really have an insurance here, so I pay everything out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And for my pain medication and stuff like that, I have to see a doctor here in order to get morphine tablets and patches and different things like that.
And it's hard.
And I have to pay a doctor. I do it over the phone. I see him, so at least I don't have to go in an office. Just have to go to the office to pick up the prescription because it's a narcotic,
Mm-hmm.
and that costs me about 1,500 for each appointment, which I only have to do like every 2 months or so
Yeah.
to keep getting a new prescription.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, my medicine, all of them combined, kind of comes up to about 8,000
Yeah.
pesos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's
Everything.
quite a bit, you know, Nexium, everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about 8,000 pesos. And that's not a bill everybody would have.
So same with the
Yeah.
doctor.
Now, I did write down about the visa. The visa is $6,000 pesos for a 2-month visa. Now there are a few times you can get the 6-month, but I'm just going to talk about the 2-month one.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as the bills, I wrote it down as 3,000 pesos a month because it's good for 2 months. So I just split it in half.
But it's good thing now that you can apply that online.
Yeah. That's the great thing. You can apply for it online. I don't even go to immigration anymore.
Mhm. No Grab.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else do we have?
Grab car, our Grab.
Yeah.
Our means of transportation.
Mm-hmm. I don't take taxi because I don't trust them. I don't really use the trikes because it can kind of hurt my tailbone. And then, they're warm and stuff like that. So mainly we use Grab if we're both going out.
Yes.
If it's just her, she'll take the bus or
the trike
or something like that. Unless she's got a lot of stuff, then I'll order her a car.
In short, I use public transportation.
Yeah.
Sometimes walking.
And I spend we spend about 3,000 pesos a month on Grab. That's going to get our groceries and doing a few things, coming back and forth. And to me, that's still not bad. That's still cheaper than car insurance would be. And somebody else is driving for me. And usually they're pretty nice.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good and helpful.
Yep. Okay. Next, our water.
Water is 150 pesos. Yes.
Because,
$3.
We don't really consume the 10 cubic. Cubic.
We don't even use the minimum to get a different price.
It's always less than 10 cubic.
And we both take showers.
Every day. Watering the plants.
Yeah. Now we do use some of our recycled water for the plants and stuff, but
okay, next.
now we spend probably 5,000 pesos on upgrading our house each month. As you see, we do something little, like every week or everything, So we spend probably about 5,000 pesos doing that, or buying a tool, or just something we do. Whether it's the outlets or a wall or this or that. All the projects you've seen on here, each one I spend probably 5,000 pesos a month.
Yeah. Next, your load.
Yeah. Cellular service, I didn't put in much because we stay at home more. We have internet, so all our phones run off of our home internet, off our Wi-Fi. So the only time we need load is when we go out.
Oh.
And I'm with Dito. And the good thing about that is I can keep the service, and then when we go out, I load a whole gig of data for only 10 pesos for one day. Or you can get 30 pesos for 3 days. No, sorry. 20 pesos for 3 days for 20 pesos, and so on and so forth.
So like now,
Yeah, right now I bought
20 pesos.
I got a 2 gig for 20 pesos. And that's good for 3 days while we're out.
Yeah.
And I won't even consume all that because I barely play my Pokemon game and Grab app, and that's about it. Facebook Messenger. But they have other plans. Even Smart has some small ones and stuff. But Dito's been the cheapest I've found. And it works mostly everywhere, but not everywhere. So depending where you want to live is who you want to go with. But all the companies have a lower price range. As long as you have home internet, you can do everything that way.
But I think Dito is the cheapest.
Yeah, I do too. I think they've got some of the best thing. I also put down, I spend probably 200 pesos each month for transferring my money. I use Western Union, and then I put it directly into our Grab accounts. That way
Gcash.
Our Gcash accounts. So it cost me about $4 to do 2 transactions to move my whole paycheck. I put some in her account, I put some in my account, and then we have all our money. And Western Union seems to give me some of the best exchange rates I've seen. So that's the way I do it, and then we have all our money in Gcash. Now, we can go right over next street to our neighbor who's got a withdrawal center, and we can take the Gcash out, and they charge
like 10 pesos to 15 pesos per 1,000, something like that.
So like 15 pesos for every 1,000 pesos you take out. Still not bad. You can find other places that are cheaper. You can find some places that are free.
Yeah.
You can send it like Allowance and stuff like that and get it out for free in the city.
Okay.
So that's a pretty easy way to do that. What else we got?
Okay. Of course, your donut.
Woohoo! I have a Krispy Kreme budget. I love my donuts. That is my breakfast. Now, I didn't really want to put it in with groceries because it's really separate. I've set that money aside so I can buy my Krispy Kreme. I will buy a couple boxes of Krispy Kreme, stick them in the fridge and freezer, and eat them throughout the week.
Yeah.
So I put down, I think I spent about 2,000, 3,000,
3,000, yeah, like that.
3,000 pesos a month.
For the
On
Krispy
Krispy
Kreme. Krispy
60
Kreme.
bucks. But that's a month of breakfast. That is everyday breakfast for me.
And then,
What else we got?
my allowance.
Yeah, last but not least, this one.
My allowance.
So she gets between 10 and 15,000 pesos each month, which generally goes toward her family to help them out. But that is her allowance. When COVID hit and we knew, we were going to be together, we seriously talked about which way to go. Should she stay at work and be in the city, have to pay rent, or stay with family and worry about COVID and all of that, fight through everything, and earn $300 a month?
Or more.
Or she was able to go back to our house, start getting it ready. She set up the house, got the couch, got the fridge, everything set up, and I would just start giving her her allowance of 15,000 pesos. And we found that was the best thing for us. And I have it. I don't make a whole lot of money, but I make enough that I can give to her to help. And that's pretty much the money that we use to help her family and stuff like that. They
And-
never ask us for anything. They're wonderful people. I love them all. I really do. They're wonderful. They don't come and ask. It's not some rich American in the family or anything like that. They're so wonderful, and they seem to love me to death when I'm over there. I get spoiled rotten, and I love it. Even Tata goes off in the bushes and finds me bananas and saging, Kyle makes us coconut stuff, The nameless one would make me a special gravy and fried pork chops, and of course, Magic Let, she does everything for us. We love her. And Nanai, she would make the homemade chocolate straight from the cacao
Did you try
pod.
that?
Yeah. It's like a dark chocolate, so it's too much cacao for me. I need to add a lot more milk to mine.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm a white chocolate person, which is no chocolate at all. It's just milk. But we figure that's fair,
So, the total are expensive.
With everything in there, we're looking at about 55,000 pesos a month.
Sometimes
That's
more, sometimes less.
$1,000.
Yeah.
And that's the big maximum. That's with everything. But if you take just the basics, electricity, electricity, internet, the mortgage, food,
Yeah.
it came out to 28,000 pesos. You realize that's $500.
For a normal, a normal or regular Filipino.
Yeah, that's a normal life. I mean, that's better than I was living in America and spending more than I had, going in debt and everything else. The life is better there. I'm living in a nice suburb house, which is ours. We're not renting. But even if you rent it, it's not that bad. The price is almost the same. And they're nice houses. So, I mean, honestly, when people say in the Philippines they can live under $800 and $700, it's possible. And you don't have to live in a bahay kubo just to do it. You don't have to live in a bamboo hut. You can find cheaper places. You just have to know where to go. Now, if you're the person that wants to go to a party scene every single night, Cavite, not the place for you. You go live with all the hundreds of Americans out on the drunk lane. But if you really want a natural life and you got spouse or kids or anything like that,
normal life.
Live in a suburb, nice condo, house, whatever, you can do it. And you can do it under $1,000.
You'll survive.
Because, you look at us, we're not living poor. We've got things we want. We buy what we want when we want.
But not too much.
Yeah, we don't go over.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, people can enjoy their life and still do it for under $1,000
Mm.
because our basics are only $500. Now I've got a whole bunch of medical price in there, so that's most of our issue.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to get through this one. Everybody does their budget. I know everybody's seen it a million times, and every one of us do it. But there's a reason for it. We all live in different areas. We all live different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, with some billion people or 20 billion, I don't know, on this planet, every one of us lives differently. So if you watch a bunch of different people budget, you might be able to figure out what's good for you. Which way is good for you, how you want to live. How do you want to spend your money? And what does the rest of your life look like? This is the rest of ours, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And quite happy.
You're happy?
Yeah, she's a donga, gets on my nerves, and I've got, some neighbors I don't like, but it's the world. What are you gonna do?
We cannot choose our neighbor.
Yeah. I mean, unless you really got money,
Yes. You can go on top of the mountain.
yeah, and go buy a whole freaking mountain if you're rich. But if you're not, it's life. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, of course, when we finish our house and close it in, I'm not really gonna hear those people anymore. So it's not a big deal. We do have a couple neighbors that we do like. We got a good friend there. But still, I would still like to live more in the country. She likes the city, so we're in the suburbs. But basically, that's about our whole budget. That's all I can really think of.
Yeah, that's.
If she wanted, she could go get nails and hair done, stuff like that. We still
Right.
buy clothing once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
In that 5,000, I mean,
Extra food.
we buy her stuff from Shopee and Lazada, and honestly, you pay $3 for a dress on Shopee or $5, and it's good quality stuff.
Yeah.
You guys have seen her outfits. She doesn't dress like a slob most of the time. She's pretty, so at least she's got that for her.
Okay.
But that's our little thing.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it helps somebody. If not, I hope you guys just enjoy listening to us blab on blah blah blah.
Yes, don't forget to subscribe, please.
Please. We're almost there, guys. We are so close. I think today we have 958.
Yeah.
So 42 people, guys. Give us a hand. Help out there. Like it. Comment, even if it's an emoji. Emojis count. Just throw something up there. Share the video if you want. Just throw it in Messenger or something else, Send it to yourself if you want to really help out.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, we really hope you guys have a good time and enjoy your life wherever you are. And remember to try to do something today to make your life better tomorrow, no matter how little it is.
Okay.
Anything else for you, babe? She's hungry. We need to go eat. We're probably going to do steak tonight. So, you guys have fun.
Donut today.
Have fun. We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.